Excellent job, team. Get ready for the next round.
What is going on, everybody? Reverend Saint here, and I've got some more Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay for you guys today. And what you're actually watching is a game battles match with me and my cousin. It's a 2v2 SnD on Freight. And this is actually the second game in the series. We actually trounced on these kids. We played Warhawk right before this, and we were down like 4-1, and we ended up coming back and winning at 6-4. Crazy comeback on that one, lots of fun. But I'll go 12-4 on that one, and this one I went 11-3. I just went off. I don't know what it was. I started off kind of rough, as you guys can see there, but man, did we trounce on these kids. And this was actually our first, just me and him, me and my cousin. It was our first GB win, and he is doing pretty dang good for someone who doesn't play all the time. And he just jumps into GBs, and we actually give almost every single team we play a run for their money if we don't win. So he's actually doing really good, and it was a lot of fun, and we won our first one together. I've won some with Rule 2 before, but not one with him, and this was the first one, and I'm glad it was like this because we just destroyed these kids. So much fun. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. I go 11-3 here. You guys might see the other game that was previous to this one, the 12-4 on Warhawk, which is our worst map, by the way. You guys might see that one in the near future here. But today what we're going to be talking about is UMG Dallas, because that was a crazy freaking tournament. If you guys do not know, if you guys are new to my channel, I am a huge esports fan. I love watching Call of Duty tournaments. I like watching StarCraft tournaments. I watch the freaking international for Dota 2. That was intense. I watch League of Legends tournaments when I got nothing else to watch, when the big ones are going on. And I don't even play those games. I'm not a big fan of them, but I like watching competitive games. I don't know why, I just do. I find it really entertaining, especially the level of playing that is required for these games. I'm going to be watching Halo like crazy when they start doing Halo tournaments again, and it's going to be great. I can't wait for that because I'm a big Halo fan. I freaking love Halo, man. I cannot wait for the Master Chief Collection. But nonetheless, that's kind of my background in esports, and that's another reason why I put GB up here, because it just kind of fits really well with, you know, it's competitive. That's what it's for. So we're talking about UMG, so why not? But nonetheless, that tournament was crazy because the turn of events is of like who beat who and like who won even was absolutely nuts. So let's start off by saying who won the event. Denial Esports. What the crap? What? They've sucked. They've sucked like for a long time. The only tournament that they won before this that I can remember that I actually saw was like a 5K tournament right at the beginning of Ghost, when Ghost first came out, when they allowed like double smokes, ghillie suits, and the tracker sight. They would just spam smokes everywhere, use the ghillie suit because there was a glitch with it, and then use the tracker sight because you got virtually no kick with it and you can see through the smoke. That's what they use, and then all of that stuff got banned, and they couldn't do freaking crap. That's just kind of how it was. They were okay in some aspects, and they could actually put up a fight, but I never actually watched them beat anybody really bad, you know? I don't know what it was about them. They just couldn't get a hold on it. But the roster changed. They picked up Study from Envy. Who else is on there? They got Chino on there, and these guys did phenomenal. Like, I don't know what it was, man, but they were just on another level this tournament, and they beat everybody. They destroyed Envy and Optic, both of them, and it's kind of sucked because I know Optic is the better team, and I know Envy's the better team, and Envy played great the entire tournament except for their match. I don't know what it was, but they could not beat Denial for some reason. I know Envy's a better team. Anyone who watches them can see that they are a better team. Optic's a better team. I all honesty, I'm a big Optic fan. Everyone knows that. But they did not play like everyone knows they can play. If they can beat the best team in the world at one of the biggest tournaments, which was MLG X Games, and win first place, if they can beat them there, they can beat anybody. And they were not playing like that. They were missing shots. You can see them getting two-pieced all the time. It was very frustrating as a fan to watch most of their games, because they would start off so strong. Like their first match that they played that they ended up losing, who was against Denial, actually. They started destroying Denial on Freight Dom, and then just it completely turned around the second side, and they got literally 3-capped for almost the entire second side, and they ended up losing that. Then they got beat really bad in the SnD, and then they got beat in the Blitz. They got 3-0, and it was like, dude, and like watching it, you can just see them like get 2-pieced and 3-pieced here and there, especially in that domination. They got 3-pieced like 4 separate times in that second side. It was absolutely by like the same person. It was absolutely frustrating to watch, but that just goes to show that I mean, they were off a little off, and Denial was just on top of it. Now, Envy's a different story. They were not getting 3-piece. Denial just straight up outplayed them. So even if Optic was on like they normally play, I still think Denial might have beaten them too, or anyone else that they gave them like a bit of a struggle. Denial earned this like crazy, and they did really freaking good. So it's really cool to see them win it. Even though Envy was pretty much a favorite to win it because they won Gfinity and they pretty much just destroyed everybody there. And EG did not. EG actually got destroyed by FaZe, which was surprising. And that's another thing I want to talk about. The new FaZe lineup is very strong, and they got knocked out real quick. Like, real quick. Like, 0 to knocked out real freaking quick. Like, it was surprising because FaZe is Parasite, Sensor, Apathy, and Dito, and they are a very, very good team. I mean, they destroyed EG at Gfinity. They 3-0'd them, I'm pretty sure, and even EG's like, dude, we got destroyed. They're all just, I remember watching Crimson's video, he was talking about it, he was just like, we got freaking raped. Is basically how he put it, and that was all the video was. Destroyed them. Don't know how, they just did it, and then they come here, and they get knocked out real quick. I was surprised at that. It was shocking almost because they are a very, very good team. They really are, especially with Sensor. Sensor is a very good leader, and actually Parasite is kind of, judging by the listens-ins and stuff like that, Parasite's actually kind of taking more of a back role. He's not really getting his opinion out there and ruining everything like he did everywhere else, it seems. So it's very interesting, and then obviously Envy's a great team as well. They got JCap back, and JCap, in all honesty, he sucked all of Ghost until he went back to Envy, and as soon as he went back to Envy, he's doing phenomenal. Merc has always been... Merc is one of the best Ghost players. I'm just going to say it. That dude is good at this game. And then, obviously, you got Formal, who started really going off as soon as he joined Envy as well. And they have just... And Nameless is always clutch. So, I mean, you got Nameless in there. That dude is just the clutch guy. So like they got really good. Like Merc's like their objective / Slayer, he's been killing a lot. They got Formal, who's just a monster Slayer, and then they got, oh my gosh, I keep forgetting everyone who's on that team for some stupid reason. Nameless is like the clutch guy, and then JCap is a very good AR Slayer. So they're very good stacked. They're stacked just like Optic, really though. I mean, Nadeshot's been slaying really well too. In fact, he carried the team to their only victory against who was it against? Was it Denial? Shoot, did they win one against Denial actually? Yeah, they won one map against Denial. I think they won the Blitz, and that was the only one they won in that map series. And he dropped like he was like 18-4 with like a couple caps at the first side of Blitz, and then his team ended up stepping it up. The second side, they ended up taking that map. That it just goes to show that that dude is getting better at this game, and it's phenomenal to see that. And then you got Scumpy, who's the crazy Slayer, and then you got JK or Proofy, who's also like the more AR centric Slayer, but still really good sub Slayer. And then you got Clayster, who's really good AR kind of point man type guy. So they're pretty much stacked up very similar. Like I do think Clayster, their series today going through the losers bracket, he stepped it up. But every time I've been watching him lately, like at Anaheim, Gfinity here, he's like before they went to the losers bracket, he has not been doing good, and I don't know what is up with him. Maybe it's just Ghosts in general, but he has not been doing good, and it sucks because I really like Clay. But they just did not play right. It doesn't seem like Optic, that is. But nonetheless, it was very shocking to see FaZe get knocked out, to see Envy get beat by, just to see Denial beat everybody like that. It was crazy. And then you had teams like Noble Vanquish, you just come out of nowhere, and they were beating a bunch of teams as well. And then you had teams like Most Wanted, who was doing really good. Teams like out of the open bracket come in and just dominate people. And then you had Optic Nation, who did really good. Optic actually finished 3rd, 4th place, which is actually really good placings for both teams, for the organization in general. And I don't think either team is upset about it either. But nonetheless, Optic Nation was going over everybody. Sadly, they could not beat Envy. But nonetheless, it was really cool to see that go on. But I think there's about one more round here. I'm excited to see the next event. I think the next one is Nashville or something like that. It's the last. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the last Call of Duty Ghost tournament. I really hope they do MLG Columbus this year, because that's in my home states in Ohio. I live in closer to Cleveland, and Columbus is down south, so I would definitely be going to that this year. I almost went last year, couldn't get anyone to go with. This year I'm just like, screw it, I'm freaking going. even if I have to go by myself. So I'm really hoping they bring MLG Columbus here. But that's the round, guys. There it is. 6-4, we actually won it. Let me know what you guys thought about UMG Dallas. Who are you rooting for? Doesn't matter. There's no need to be hating on any teams here. I respect every single one of them for doing what they do and playing like they did. And I enjoyed watching. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.